me see if I can make these a little bigger for whoever ends up watching the videos.
Do you do
Well, I've
videos
got-
only our class?
No, I've got virtual people, so they watch the videos even if nobody else does. But, usually I do it in this class because it's the first time I've gone over it. And my 5th period has lunch, like, in the middle of class, so it's easier to do it in here than the other classes. Okay, so all of these are about, like, getting ready in the morning, routines, that kind of stuff. 1 through 13 are something called reflexive verbs. And that's why the SE and S apostrophe stuff is there. So when you conjugate a verb, what do you have to do normally?
Change the ending.
Right, you drop the ER, IR, RE, whatever, and you add all your endings, right? You still do that for all of these, but that SE or S apostrophe also has to change depending on what your subject is. So we'll do that probably tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Go over how to conjugate reflexive verbs. There's still ER, IR, RE where you drop that and add your ending, but you have to do another step. There's something else. And again, as we start going over it, I'll explain some of what that is. So, first one, everybody say se coucher. What is that?
Sleep.
Go to bed?
To go to bed. Okay? Put to go to bed because the next one, everybody say s'endormir. What is that?
Fall asleep.
To fall asleep or to go to sleep, either one. So how many of you go to bed at this time but don't actually go to sleep until another time? That's the difference between 1 and 2. So number 1 is you go to bed, but it doesn't necessarily mean you actually go to sleep. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes? So don't just put to sleep on either one of them. It's to go to bed and then to go to sleep or to fall asleep. There is another verb, dormir, that actually means to sleep. Like, I am sleeping during class. That's this. I fall asleep during class is number 2. Okay?
What's the difference?
Well, right now, I'm already asleep using this verb. But if you're just saying, I fall asleep in class all the time because I'm just tired, it's a different verb. The EN in front of dormir is the fall part. So we say I'm sleeping versus we fall asleep. We add a separate word, they have just a different verb. Okay. All right, can we move on? Does that make sense to everybody? Yes? Okay. Number 3, everybody say se réveiller. What is that? To wake up. To wake up. So se réveiller is to wake up. The next one, everybody say se lever. What is that one?
Raise.
Get up.
Meaning to, like, get up out of bed. So you wake up, but do you always get out of bed as soon as you wake up? No. So to wake up is 3. To get up or to raise yourself out of bed is number 4. So think about, like science, what is a lever or a lever? What's the purpose of it?
It's
Do you
not
know?
something.
Huh?
Stop something.
Wait,
Well,
what?
it's like a wedge shaped where you can raise things up.
Oh, that's it.
Does that make sense? Okay. All right, so you have to go to bed, to go to sleep or fall asleep. Then you have to wake up, to get up. Okay? Does everybody understand the difference between all of those?
Yeah.
Okay. These two, the meanings are similar. 4 and 5, the spellings are similar. The only difference between 4 and 5 is 1 letter. So you have se leve for number 4. Number 5, everybody say se lave. What is that?
Wash.
To wash. It's like if you wash your hands, you wash your hair, you wash the dog, you wash the car, wash your clothes, whatever it is. Lave is the verb to wash. If you wash something, you have to everybody say se sécher. What is that? To dry. So if you wash your hands, you dry your hands off. If you wash the car, it eventually dries, whether you dry it or not. Alright, number 7, everybody say se brosser. What is that? To brush. Make sure you got 2 in front of all of these. I know word reference doesn't always put 2, because what word reference does is it'll say, brush, and then in parentheses, it'll say like VT or VI or something like that. That means it's a verb, but it's understood that there's 2 in front of it. So just 4 in here, when it comes to vocab time, or like test time, make sure you have the word 2 in front of everything. Alright, so se brosser is to brush. Number 8, everybody say se peigner. What is that? To comb. So some people use a brush to brush their hair, others use a comb to comb their hair. There is a difference. It's the same, like, ultimate result or whatever, but 2 different ways of going about it. Okay? Alright, look across to number 30 and 31, since we're talking about 7 and 8. This is your verb that means what? Number 7. To brush, right? Number 30, everybody say la brosse. What is that?
Hairbrush.
Right, like the hairbrush that you use to brush your hair. They are different. This one is the verb, that one is the noun. Same thing here. Se peigner meant to what?
Comb.
To comb. What do you comb with? Yeah, everybody say le peigne. That is the physical comb that you use to comb your hair, whatever you are doing, okay? There are a lot of words on here that people can get mixed up very easily, so just make sure you know what's verbs, what's nouns, what things go together, because there's lots of similarities between these things, these words. Alright, number 9, everybody say se raser. What is that one? To shave, good. Alright, 10, everybody say se maquiller. Very good, what is that? Yeah, to do your makeup, to put on makeup. It's the physical act of putting makeup on someone or something. Alright, 11, everybody say s'habiller. What is that? Yeah, like to get dressed. So when you get up in the mornings, at some point, you have to get dressed in clothes to, come to school. That's what s'habiller is. Alright, 12, everybody say se dépêcher. What is that?
Hurry.
To hurry, yeah. So when you're late, you have to hurry because you're late. I don't think I gave you the word late or early on here. You'll only have 32, right?
Yes.
Okay. There used to be the word late and early. I don't know why they're not there anymore. 13, everybody say se promener. What is that? To walk. Okay. Alright, all of those are verbs, and they are reflexive. They have the SE in front of it. Okay? The next one, number 14, is also a verb, but it never has an SE something in front of it. It's just a regular verb. So everybody say prendre. What does that mean?
To take.
To take. Have we ever actually conjugated prendre?
We did like with.
We did Roger, we did do Poncher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we did perdre, like to lose. Prendre is different. You can't just drop the RE, so it's gonna be an irregular one that you have to learn. So if you want to add an asterisk beside it, normally we have done this one before now. All the ones with the little stars beside them are weird. You will have to know the weirdness for prendre. Okay? We're gonna go over the chart, we're gonna fill that chart out. I'm going to give you the weirdness for the others with stars. You will have to know probably this one, but oops. Number 4 and number 6 and number 13, those are just accent mark changes. If you don't get the accent mark changes, I'm not counting off for that. You are gonna have to know the weirdness for 14 and number 2 though. Okay? So I'm telling you now, all of them are kind of weird. Endormir and prendre are the weird ones that you are going to have to know how to conjugate them differently. Okay? Alright, any questions on verbs before we get started with our nouns? Alright, everyone knows how to say 15. What is it? La douche. What is douche?
Shower.
Shower. So when you call people douchebags, you are calling them shower bags. Just say it. Anyway, moving on. Alright, 16. Everybody say le bain. What is that?
Is that tub?
No.
To bathe?
This is bath, like I am taking a bath. You prendre en bain. All the way across 32, everybody say la baignoire. That is the actual bathtub where you take a bath in it. Okay? French, like bathtubs and showers, are different. Most of the time, you're not gonna have a shower if you like live in France. You're gonna have a bathtub, and you might have a like detachable head that you can move around to wash your hair or to make a shower, but showers are not really a common thing in most French places. Now, if you go to like our hotel when we went to Paris had a shower, but it was catered to tourists who usually take showers, and it's a space thing. The shower was smaller than the bathtub. But if you are in, like an Airbnb type thing in France, or you live in France, showers are not as common. It's going to be a very small bathtub, maybe with one of the handheld, like shower heads. It's a different.
Do they have a reason that they don't?
I don't know this. I've never really researched why. Best guess is space. Because in Europe, everything is smaller. Like in the US, we're used to supersized everything. We like lots of space. We want a big vehicle, a big house, a big bedroom, a big kitchen, a big, built-in or walk-in shower that's massive with all the, bells and whistles kind of thing. They don't really have that in most of normal, everyday Europe stuff. It's a different culture. Part of that, again, is culture, but there's not as much space. People in France, they're living on top of each other more than here. Like, the U.S. is a massive country. Like, each state in the U.S. is roughly the size of a nation country in Europe. So if you think of the not United Nations, like European Union, that would be like the equivalent of a European United States. And it's much more densely populated. So they're living in cities, it's an urban population where, you're living in apartments, you don't have room for all this stuff. That's another part of it. But official reason why, I don't know. Alright, 17. In order to take a shower or a bath, you have to have this. Everybody say le savon. What is that? Soap. Alright, 18. Everybody say les cheveux. What is that? Hair. Don't say les chevaux. That means horses. So if you're trying to say I'm washing my hair, and you say les chevaux, you're actually saying you're washing your horses instead of your hair. Alright, 19. Everybody say les dents. What are those? Teeth. Yeah. Take the S off of both of them. It's masculine and it becomes one tooth. I lost a tooth. It would be en dent, D-N-T. Anybody ever heard of a dandelion?
Yeah.
What is that?
Flower.
Okay. Do you know how it got its name?
Is it lively?
Huh?
Is it lively?
Dandy comes from Don de Leon. Lion's teeth. It's called lion's teeth and flowers. Okay. 20, everybody say la figure. What is that?
Face.
Face. 21, la barbe.
Barbe.
What is that?
Beard.
Beard. 22, le maquillage. What is that?
Makeup.
Very good. So, put on makeup is 10. You don't actually have to say the word makeup. The reason you would need the word makeup is like there's makeup on the table, or I need to buy makeup. But if you put makeup on your face or on someone else's face, there's a special verb for that comes from that. Alright, 23, everybody say le dentifrice. What is that?
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste, very good. Alright, la brosse à dents, what is that?
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush, okay. Anybody want to attempt to say 25?
Le papier hygiénique.
Close, not too bad. Anybody else wanna try?
Love papier.
Hygiénique.
You were close to the first one. Alright, everybody say le papier, hygiénique.
Easy.
You don't say the H at all. So the first thing you hear is the Y, hygiénique. People will call it le papier toilette, like that's kind of like slang for toilet paper. That's the thing. Alright, 26, everybody say le gant de toilette. What is that?
Washcloth.
Washcloth. Yeah. And again, I've gotta add 2 words, so let's go ahead and do that. 33, everybody put les toilettes.
For toilet.
This is restroom. Actually, I need to add bedroom too, so we, no. Alright, 34 is going to be la salle de bain. This is bathroom. What's the difference?
Oh, restroom.
Like actual place.
Yeah, so bathrooms literally have like a bathtub or a shower where you would take a bath and get cleaned up. A restroom is like what we have at the school. There's a toilet, there's a sink, and that's it. And it's kind of weird. We say, you know, hey, I'll be right back, I'm going to the bathroom. We use bathroom and restroom interchangeably. You'll get looked at really funny in France if you say, like, ask someone at McDonald's, hey, where's your bathroom? Because you only go to the bathroom if you're getting a bath, otherwise you would go to a restroom. So, it's, again, just another culture thing. Alright, last one I'm gonna add, 35. Cause you will need, I forgot we didn't do, like, that you needed the house vocab to do this. So you have la chambre à coucher. What do you think that one is?
He said it was bedroom.
I did say it. In the bedroom. What does coucher mean?
Couch. It looks like couch.
What did we say number 1 was? Go to bed. So the room where you go to bed is your bedroom. That's where you go
That
to bed.
goes on this list.
Alright, number, what are we even on, 27 now?
29.
No.
28.
20.
Did we do 27 with shampooing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's shampoo. Alright, 28 has multiple meanings, okay? Everybody say la glace. It does mean ice cream, but we're not using it that way. It does mean ice, but we're also not using it that way. What's the other one?
Mirror.
Mirror.
Did nobody else get mirror or?
I-
just me?
There
Nobody
is
else
another
said-
word for mirror. It's miroir. It looks like mirror.
Mirror.
That is very common too. But I give you la glace to show you that it can mean multiple things. Alright, last one, because we've already done 30 through 32. Everybody say le rasoir. What is that? Razor. You don't just have to put blade. But it, yeah, as long as you've got razor, it's fine. Alright, any questions? We done for today. Alright, we're done.
25 is toilet paper, right? You didn't go-
Yes. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. It is toilet paper. So 26 was wash rag, washcloth. 27 was shampoo. And then I know we did the others.
Your video is still going, right?
I know.